Hi guys, EatMaBB here, and it is Banter 236. What am I using? Got usual MVP with the PMP on top. Inside that I have got Drip Hacks Red Wash. Yeah, not got much left. About 80ml or something left. And that's what I can show you now. Because I have had stuff come in, if you look up there. One I'm using at the moment. I'm also using the Fluffy pod kit. Because pod comes out, that gets thrown, you keep your battery apart and buy a new pod. That was given to me at Expo, so I can show you that. Because that's due for review. Must be next Tuesday. Yeah. Transpod. That's what it's called. So that's getting done for next week. Up for review tomorrow is V-Feel Infinity. So that's should be up tomorrow if I get time to edit the review. If not, it'll be Wednesday. But that's due this week. Yeah, and as I say, this is next week. Not got no one in chat at the moment, which I'm surprised at. Never done a banter last week because we were on 12-hour shifts, and by the time I got home I didn't have time to actually do it, so that's why there was no banter last week. So hopefully I can make up for it this week, depending if anybody comes into chat or not. And that's still early doors, and we'll probably watching the Laid Back Vape Show, because that's on at the moment as usual. If you go along to, just hit that mic. In fact, I'm going to move it away a bit so I can actually get into my mouse. Where about is it? Yeah, if you go along to the Facebook group, the EatMaBB Reviewer 18 plus 18, there is a bit there that you can select to start the banter at, because I've got 8 PM or 8:30 PM. Make sure you go along there and do your vote. That's been up since the 7th of this month, so I will be picking whatever one's got the most votes come the end of this month, which isn't that far away. So make sure you go along to the Facebook group and cast your vote on it. Hi Ben. You're the first one here. I don't know where everybody is. You'll just have to talk to me for the time being till everybody comes in. Yeah, so if you go on the Facebook group, make your selection for your preferred start time, 8 o'clock or 8:30. Hi Sean. But yeah, so what has came in? I know I've not got this one out, so I have to go and get it. And if I can get it out the packaging. So first up, when did I get this? A couple of weeks ago, I think it was. If I go back to my Facebook, see when I posted the picture of it. Yeah, 15th I got this. So it's the Freemax Starlux. So I've got that in for review. Obviously I've not used it yet, but it's due up. Calendar. When's it getting done? Next Friday the 10th. Yeah, his getting done on the 10th. The review for it. High coil. Don't know where everybody has been. It's maybe because I wasn't on last week. They may be thinking that I wouldn't be on this week. In the box that you can see next to it, that's before it in the review queue. Is the one that I'm currently using, and that is this. Yeah, and that's the Drag 4. So it's leather here, wood here, and here, and then obviously metal at this part. It's a U-Force L tank, I think that's what it is. Top airflow, so it's no chance of leaking. And it's using the new, or it comes with the new PMP TW coils, so it'll use all PMP coils, which is actually pretty good. So I'm going to be using this, and inside that I've got Big Bold Creamy Banana Milk. Bought that ages ago, and this is me just getting around to using it. So yeah, that's all that's came in. Well, there's one other thing coming, but I can't show you because the company hasn't posted any pictures yet. Today was the first day the pictures of this going up, and that's why I can show you it today. And the review for that will be on Saturday for the Drag 4. So yeah, it's awfully quiet in chat. I don't know where everybody is. I hope they come along soon. I don't think we'll see Susan tonight though, because she's otherwise occupied as far as I'm aware. But I don't know where everybody else is. They're all hiding for some reason. I've not been on the Laid Back Vape Show to see who's all in there. That's usually in here, so I couldn't tell you if they're all over there watching that or not. Try and see if I can get a wee sneaky peek to see if there is anybody there. Yeah, all the usual ones that's there that come on here after that finishes is there. But I can't see any airlock here. So I don't know why it's quiet, but it is quiet. If it stays this quiet, then it'll be a quick banter for a change, because I'm going to need something, a subject to talk about. Tell me what yous are using. So that's your tank, mod and juice, or if you're on a pod kit, or any other kits would be the kit and the juice. Just to get the chat going a wee bit. I will get a picture posted up of the Drag 4 on social medias after this, because I thought I'd actually taken the picture when I got it, but I haven't, so I had to take it tonight. So I've still got my logo to put on the picture, etc. But the one that I can show you, I've definitely got photos of that, so as soon as I see them posting it, a picture of it, then I'll just put mine up, so you can, I've got it in for review. Because I don't like doing that, using something and not being able to use it, because that's happened a few times, but I don't like doing that. I'd rather show you it, so you can see what I'm actually using, because obviously I start using whatever device is getting reviewed the next game week on the Friday, so I test it from Friday to Thursday, and the review gets done on Friday, then it gets edited Saturday, posted Saturday, and edited Tuesday, posted Tuesday if I've got two. But sometimes there is ones where I'm editing it on the Saturday or whatever, and it's getting posted out on Tuesday, and that's when they're showing it for the first time. So Ben's on the Captain with the Zeus tank, mixed berry, the Geek Vape B60 kit with mango and apple. Yes, Kyle, I did say Drag 4. And there's the box for it. So I don't know if the sleeve here is the wood colour that you're getting, because I've only sent the one, but that is just about an identical match. To me, it's the one on the mod is a wee bit darker, but that's it. And according to the camera, it's a lot darker, but to my eyes, it's not. Coils. Who's that? No what? Coils on the Dot Mini AIO and Dinner Lady Lemon Tart. But yeah, so far so good with the Drag 4. Battery door slides off and slides on. So that's different, because the Drag 3, which I've got here, was a push and open, if I do it that way. Yeah, that one, it's pull off. There's the switch on it, where the Drag 3 didn't have the switch to switch it off. What else does it do? You can set the switch up differently on it. That's this top button here where my finger is. That's a switch. And you can set that up to do different things. And coils also on an Armageddon grip nade in QP28. yeah, so this is going to be interesting when it comes out. Yeah, as we minor changes, like the battery door's different, and I've added the switch onto it for locking it, switching it off, etc. I've changed the actual circumference it, because the last one was the sort of foamy stuff that was around it. Where this time it's wood and leather. So we've got wood on the side, leather, which is different. But it's still 18650. I would have preferred it to be 21700. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with their next one. That's if they do bring out a Drag 5. But I thought that most companies would be going 21700 route by now. But VP haven't with their Drag series. Well, dual battery series anyway. And I'm drinking my slot brew as usual. Which I've been told to give up because I'm drinking too much of it. And that was by the nurse. So eventually it will be tea rather than just a little hay with me, or coffee, or chocolate, depending on what I hay. But it won't be juice. Yeah, and I'm charging batteries as usual. What else is coming? I think that's it. I have got one en route from I can't mind who it's from. No them. Can't even mind who it's from. That's not a very good coil, getting diabetes, just because you had an operation. No, I can't think who it's for. Was it them actually? No. Could have been name. Yeah, it is. Oyok. O-U-O-K. So I've got a parcel for them. It's somewhere between China and here. So when it'll come, I don't know. Because it's been in the post since, I think it was the 11th. and just have to wait and see how long it takes. I think it's a pod kit, not a disposable, but a actual pod kit. So I wonder where everybody is, that they're not here. Give it a couple of minutes and we should get everybody for the Laid Back Vape show coming on. That usually pops on. So we'll just have to wait and see who actually comes on, because there is quite a few missing tonight. I don't know why. I'm going to check the Vapor Expo, see if I brought the floor plan yet. Probably haven't. Probably still be too early for it. No, it's still the other one that's there. May and April for this year. Check my other floor plan. No, that's still the same. So there's not much to tell you. I've told you everything I have to tell you. And nobody's come up with a topic to talk about yet. Kyle, is it 1 or 2 that you've got diabetes? I think 1's the injection and 2's the tablets. Watch this, oh, he got it the wrong way. I think they're 7:30 to 8:30. Or they're meant to be. Because they were 7 to 8 and then moved it half an hour forward. And I couldn't move mine because then I would be alive at the same time as Dino. But since Dino's gave up his lives, then yeah, I can move mine if you want. Right. Topic. Why are coils for pods not interchangeable? Enough tablets. Yeah, so diabetes 2 I think it is. I don't know. Because something like this on here would be easy enough to change the coil on it. You could put it in the bottom. But they haven't. Because that's bigger than this, the PMP. So they could have had it that you can change the coils. It's probably something to do with they're wanting more money. It's like disposables. Technology is there so they can make it so you can change the coils in them. Keep the batteries in the tanks, but they decided to make it all in one. So that once it's done you have to go and buy a new one. And it's the same with pods. They want you to buy a new pod every time rather than just a coil. because the coil will be probably the cheapest part for them to make and sell, but they're wanting probably more money, and that's why they do it. Because you could easily enough make all pods, so you actually change the coil in it. It's not that hard to do. Fair enough, something like this you've probably got less chance at leaking than say the PMP one or any other one that you can change the coil in. Hi Sarah. Hi Peter. Yeah, it's awfully quiet tonight, Peter, for a change. Yeah, it does get a wee bit boring after a while, coil. I've been on stock coils for a couple of years now. It's just so much easier, especially when at work. If I don't have time in the morning to change the coil, I can just lift the coil, take it with me, wait till the tank's just about empty and change it over. It's so much easier at work than having to carry cotton scissors for to change the cotton. I think because Sarah's in, we maybe get midnight coming in now. Because usually there's one, the other appears. But there's still quite a few missing tonight for some reason. No, up here, it's because I've got my airflow closed right down. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but yeah, it's closed right down. I always close my airflow down, drop my wattage down, and it's just due to my asthma. If I open it up, I don't get the same taste for it. It's like it's muted a wee bit. Yeah. So close my airflow back down again. Just sounds the same actually. A little more closed. So it may be because of the two lines that's running through the airflow that's doing it. I don't know yet. But now I've got a wheeze. That has to be a good thing, is it not? Right, I'm going to mute you because I'm going to hear a cough. See if I can get rid of this wheeze. Right, so hopefully I've got rid of it. No Sarah, there's no Graham, there's no Susan, because Susan's busy. I don't know what's happened to Graham. Could be because I wasn't on last week. He's maybe thought I'm not on this week again. But I still need you to go along to the Facebook group and cast your vote for start times. It's been very quiet tonight. I've got 9 watching apparently, which isn't too bad. That's about normal. But I don't know where everybody is. Hopefully next week I'll be back to normal. No more late shifts for me on a Monday. Touch wood. Start whenever. Well, it's going to be 8 or 8:30, Sarah. One of the two. But I'll always post up on Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn what time I'm going to start it anyway, with a link to it. So he was getting notified it. Just like last week when I done the notification saying I wasn't doing one. The only thing about moving it to 8:30 is it doesn't finish to 9:30. So yeah, that's the only difference. It'll still be the same stuff we talk about, regardless of start time. Yeah, it's not a healthy post to Sarah. But I think there's only about 3 people voted so far. Trying to see how I can get to it again. Yeah, 3 votes. So I need you to go along to it. And for people that hasn't been along to it, there's a link for it, and that's to the group. If you do a search for EatMaBB, you'll find everything. All social media is a lot. The votes for the start time of the show, Peter. At the moment, I start at 8 and finish at 9. but the way back vape show starts at 7:30 and finishes at 8:30. So do I keep it how it is and both of us running live at the same time, or do I move mine half an hour forward, no back, to 8:30 start and finish at 9:30? So we're not overlapping. There's also Discord as well, which I've opened up. Sarah, you would vote for any naked man. So I've started a Discord. I may at some point do a video chat sort of thing in it, where you can come along. All you need is a microphone, you don't even need a camera, but a camera would be preferable, so at least we can see what you look like. It just makes it a wee bit more pleasant, I reckon, if you've got a camera. Yeah. So if you're on Discord, you can go and have a look for me. I just can't remember what I put it under. Hopefully I'll be able to find it. It looks like it's under EMBB VR. Yeah. So if you have got Discord, look for EMBB VR. And then you should hopefully find the chat page. Obviously me myself, I'm under EatMaBB. So who would be up for that? Doing a live show on Discord where you actually can speak to me and everybody else that's on it. Don't know when that would happen, but it'll happen soon. I don't know if it'd be on a Monday night or another night. Because I could always just post a link up on the group and page, so you'd have to keep an eye on the group and the page for it happening. Surprised we've not got everybody in for the laid back vape show, because that's going to be finished by now. Yeah, it would be Sarah. Every night ends in a lie. Yeah, so they're finished. So I wonder where are they? What are that they're not coming? So how many have I got watching at the moment? I've got 7, which isn't too bad considering chat's really quiet. Peter, there's nothing on my pasta. As long as you grated cheese and put it on top of it. So what did you have for your tea then, Ben? Since we know what Sarah and Peter had. Mine was easy, mine was fish, chips and peas. Got some Monday night. Something quick and easy to cook. Dang it, Ben's went away. I don't know. He had lamb chops. Yeah, not had that for a wee while actually. Some lamb. Maybe get that next week. And get it when I do my next shopping. Yeah, but chat is really quiet tonight. Extremely quiet. Yeah, it's been a good year for Alice had a lamb. I did manage to get a steak pie though, which I'll be having on Wednesday. No, it'll either be Wednesday or Thursday I'll have it. Peter, whose parents are going to be panicking like mad? Hi Susan, coming in for the last 10 minutes of you. It's really quiet in here tonight. It's really quiet. Right, you done to upset Susan, Ben, that she's not saying hi back to you. Just stir it up a wee bit here. Right, so you've got 5 minutes to get your questions in, if anybody's got any questions, before I go. To get nobody's got any questions in. No bother, Coil. Stay safe, and hopefully see you next week. It's one programme that I watch, Susan. Come on, you should come out watch. So I take it nobody's got any questions for me then. Right, got 2 minutes. And then I'm calling it. It has been, Susan. It's been very quiet tonight for some reason. There's what? 8 watching at the moment. And there's 3, 4 in it. Chat just. So yeah, it's really quiet. There's not even enough in today. I helped the poster or nothing. Still got quite a few stuff down there for help the poster. But because there's not much coming in, there's not much point doing it. Right, so that's 9 o'clock. That's my heating on, so I'm going to be getting notifications of people at my back garden. So yeah, I'm just going to call this since it has been rather quiet. I'm not staying on extra. Could be, Susan, could be. But they could always use their phone rather than a computer. never mind. Hopefully next week I'll be busier in chat and keep it going to give me something to talk about instead of me sitting here saying nothing at all. So I have to thank everybody that has come in and chatted on chat. If you've been a watcher, come and say hi on chat and talk to everybody else that's in there. Just keep it going and saves me being silent all the time. If you're watching the replay, come along to the live show and contribute towards chat. If you haven't voted already for the start time to keep it at 8 o'clock or to change it to 8:30, go and do so across on the Facebook group. There's a link in chat for you that you can go and do that. So as always, stay safe and bye just now.